For those of you using Wireless Solutions W-DIMm3 as your wireless system, RC4 makes the W-DIMm line, and I have the W-DIMm3 here for this example. If you are doing motion picture work and using warm white, cool white LED panels like this wonderful Light Gear product, you want to be able to crossfade between the two channels to find the color temperature that you want, and then you want to be able to slide the level up and down without any shift in that color temperature. So I'm going to show you how to put this dimmer in crossfade mode and accomplish everything you need very quickly and easily. So the first thing I always do at the beginning of a project is restore default settings so we know where we're coming from. And that is done by holding funk tapping set A and releasing. So here we go, funk, tap, release. We now know by doing that we're on channels 1 and 2 in basic dimmer mode. So here is channel 1 on the warm white side and channel 2 on the cool white side. I also want to show you that the default PWM frequency on W-DIMMs is 5 kilohertz, so we do not have any artifacting in there. At lower frequencies, you will. Lower PWMs, you're going to see artifacting. And if you go over in our knowledge base to the RC4 Magic system that defaults on 615 hertz, you'll see we show you artifacting on that product and how you switch the frequency up. So that may be of interest to you, just curiosity. But you don't have to worry about generally on the W-DIMM, the PWM frequency. The default is perfect for you at 5K. So now let's reassign this to a different DMX channel because you probably don't need it on channel 1. Let's say we want to put it up for our project. We want this panel to be on channel 31. So I am going to set that channel to 30%, which means we use the ISL curve with smoothing. ISL slow, and I will tap set A. And at that moment we have assumed the channel that is up. So now we have 31 is warm, 31 is warm, and 32 is cool. And then the final step here is we put it in crossfade mode. Default was the first mode, basic dimming, and the very next step up in the cycle of modes is crossfade. We hold funk and tapping set B, and we'll be there. That's all I had to do, and now 31 is color and 32 is brightness. And we'll just see now 31 goes warm at the bottom, goes cool at the top, and we find whatever color temperature in there is the right one, and as we dim it up and down the ratio remains exactly the same. It's a little hard to see on the camera because of blowout and stuff, but I can tell you here in the shadows on the table in particular, by eye it's absolutely obvious. That mix that has sort of a warm hint to it but it's not all the way down is perfectly maintained right down to the bottom. The ratios in dimming inside the dimmer itself are 16 bits, so there's 65,535 steps. That means that even way down at the bottom, there's lots of numeric resolution to make sure that ratio stays perfectly accurate for you. So that's the whole thing. We have started by putting it in the default state, confirming that there's no artifacting on camera at 5 kilohertz, changed to the DMX channel that we need it to be on for our project, put it into crossfade mode, which is the first mode in the series available in the device, and we're ready to start shooting. It's really very easy.